I'm Dan Ackerman, and we are here taking a look at the ASUS U33J. This is a new 13-inch laptop from ASUS, and its most notable feature is that the back of the lid and the wrist rest and touchpad are all covered with a thin layer of bamboo, making this one of the only wood-covered laptops that we've seen, and it's certainly a very nice break from kind of the glossy black plastic or even brushed chromy metal that we've seen on pretty much any other laptop ever made. Beyond that, you're going to find a fairly standard 13-inch laptop. This guy's got an Intel Core i3 processor, which puts it fairly firmly in that basic MacBook category. In fact, this costs about the same $999. There are a bunch of interesting tech features in the ASUS U33J. First of all, it's got Intel's wireless display technology, and it's also got an NVIDIA 310M graphics card. Now, you may say, wait a minute, you can't use an Intel wireless display and a discrete NVIDIA graphics card in the same laptop. How does that work? Well, fortunately, this guy has a pretty clever workaround. It has the NVIDIA Optimus technology, which turns that 310M graphics card off and on as needed. When it's off, the system just defaults to the integrated Intel graphics, and that's what works with the wireless display. So if you want to use a wireless display, obviously you have to be running off the more low-power integrated Intel graphics. And of course, ASUS has a whole bunch of its proprietary software apps on here as well, including the Super Hybrid Engine. That's a power management tool that lets you tweak some power settings, hopefully get some more battery life. And they have a cool-looking control dock that kind of takes system options and puts them up in a kind of 3D space that scrolls into the foreground as you check each item. It's very cool-looking. Not sure we'd actually use this on a regular basis. The most surprising thing about this laptop, however, is what it lacks for a pretty standard-looking 13-inch laptop, standard size, standard weight. It's missing an optical drive, which is pretty surprising. It's certainly not an ultra thin system like Dell's Adamo XPS or even the MacBook Air, where it makes sense you wouldn't have an optical drive. In fact, they managed to work a drive into the Toshiba R705, another 13-inch laptop, which is a little bit smaller, a little bit lighter than this one. Now, that being said, I can't remember the last time I actually used an optical drive for anything, so if you think you can get along without it, having the Intel wireless display and the discrete graphics in here at the same time, along with obviously the cool wood exterior, definitely all big pluses. I'm Dan Ackerman, and that is the bamboo-covered ASUS U33J.
Hey folks, Brian Cooley from CNET.com. Now when we check the performance of a piece of tech, we check the performance of a piece of tech. If you love videos of cars and all their high-tech and high-performance glory, check out the CNET CarTech video podcast, cnet.com/CarTechTV.